Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and raise your hats for playing of the national anthems.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to St. Andrews College First Hockey taking on Victory Honda AAA. My name is Noah Savage, and I'm joined here with Jack Thompson, and we're going to be calling the game for you tonight.
Yeah, so a super exciting game tonight versus the former state champions last year of Michigan out of Plymouth. Starting here for the Saints, we've got the line of Letourneau, Good, and Chiavetti with Rourke Gilmore and Oliver Turner. First face-off, tied up in the neutral zone, pushed forward in the Saints zone. Letourneau back to get it, and he circles around his own net. There's a give for Gilmore, who chooses to reverse. Turner finds Chiavetti up at the far blue line, but just misses. Letourneau playing it in the corner. Quick battle. Honda able to try to scoop it out. Jack Good playing the wall, but puck comes out and chipped back into the Saints zone for Letourneau, who tries to get it out, but stopped up by Carlson. Along the line is Carlson. And he's just going to swing it in front. An attempted little chip on net there, but pushed out to the boards by the Saints defender. Played behind the net for Honda. And he's just going to tie it up on the boards and wait for his teammates to change as Gilmore tries to battle at it and get it up for Chiavetti. Chiavetti able to snag that off the boards and chip it up for number 16. That's Michael Deck. Back out to the neutral zone. Here's Castle. Castle's going to find Delche, who puts it in the middle for Warner. Delche up and back, and here's a chance for Honda, who shot one, but that deflected wide as Michael Deck chased for the puck in his own zone. Out behind the net. Looking for some space is Victory Honda, and they get a couple of chances, but Paolo Frasca stays tough there.
Yeah, and Jack, that's a pretty good start for Victory Honda. They were very aggressive in the neutral zone, getting the puck in, and as you can see at the end of the sequence there, almost jamming one in on net there against Paolo Frasca, so not a bad start at all.
Yeah, good start there for Honda, and a couple of chances as that's played out for Michael Deck. Pardon me, that's Aiden Lane, sorry. Down behind the Honda net, and a huge hit laid by Connor Arsenault. Little battle for the puck in the neutral zone, and out comes Wu. He's going to just throw it across the red line. Loose puck, picked up by Aiden Lane, who's just going to dump it in, ring it around. Looking for Michael Deck. Michael Deck feed in the middle. Connor Arsenault, the captain, but nothing there. And circling it back around is Victory Honda. Looking for the breakout. Stopped up at the line by Aiden Lane, but just offside, and Honda gets the puck back. Stow, number 14, moving in the Saints zone. Shot on net, but stopped by Frasca, who attempted to put a glove on it, and that was kicked by a Honda player, so a bit of a weird play. Maybe a potential missed call. But Wu tries to play it out, and that's pushed back behind Frasca. Off the wall for number 12, Luke Sinclair, who had a hat trick in his last game out in the Czech Republic. So Gilmore rips it up and finds Sinclair. Sinclair with a bit of space, shoots, and that's off the inside crossbar. Walking in though is, number 7, Lucas Prudhomme. Look at the power on that slap shot.
Yeah, Jack, that was some great awareness there. Seeing him up on the blue line with a great stretch pass, and if you're going to get those opportunities all night, the Saints are going to be able to capitalize.
And good job getting that rebound by Lucas Prudhomme and able to put it on net as out comes Ferrante Warner and Hayden Williams. Played out. Rourke Gilmore tries to give it to Castle, but that one's out of his reach. All the way back in the Saints zone. Back behind the net for Gilmore, but able to make a nice play, and when that puck gets to Castle, and Castle finds Hayden Williams. Finds Luke Warner on the right wing. Back middle of the field for Hayden Williams, shoots. Oh. Williams behind the net again, looking for Luke Warner, who's trying to jam that in, and played again back behind Victory Honda's net. Loose puck out in front, and Ferrante had a chance to go for that one, but just missed off his hand. He was trying to knock it down. Out for Warner, who's going to send it back for Gilmore, and Gilmore's going to regroup it. Finds Ferrante. Ferrante finds Hayden Williams. He's going to choose to regroup it again. So Saints going to get a change as Williams heads to the bench, and delayed offside here for Honda. Attempt for a lead pass up to Chiavetti, who makes a nice move, and he's got Jack Good going in the net, but not enough space. Dean Letourneau alone in front, nice move, oh! Just off the side of the net. And a couple good chances here as Letourneau gets the puck again, fires one on. Stopped up again. By number 50, that's Jonah Little.
Yeah, Jack, there's just another great example of some opportunity there by the Saints. If they can get down on these odd man rushes and get the shots on net, as you saw there, Dean Letourneau almost got it in just barely.
Yeah, and able to find those odd man rushes is probably what's going to end up, you know, deciding this game here. There's pretty even 5-on-5 play so far, so whenever you can look to get an advantage there, as Dean just did, you want to try to take advantage of it. Wu trying to play it in his own zone. Chipped out and kept in though, pardon me, by Victory Honda. Swinging out in front and a little bit of space and a shot just wide. As Palafrasca might have got a pad on that, but kept in. Feet in the slot once again, but Delauche is going to step up as Good finds Chiavetti on the right wing. Chiavetti trying to put it through the defender's skates, but that's out in the neutral zone again. Letourneau on his right wing. Finds Michael Deck. And the puck's played in the corner. Kept in. There's number 18, Oliver Turner, who sends it back around Victory Honda's net and played all the way out back into the Saints territory. Rourke Gilmore back to get it. That one's going to be called nice.
Yeah, and Jack, just looking at Dean Letourneau, who's the first line center, I find it pretty interesting. You don't find many forwards that are his size, so it's pretty interesting to see how teams can deal with him, especially just with his length and his hockey IQ.
Yeah, to be his size and move so well and be able to shoot the puck the way he does, definitely got some special talents. So face off there, won by the Saints and played back for Gilmore. Gilmore had a goal in his last game. Shot, played up, but a chance, loose puck there for Connor Arsenault. Kept in by Oliver Turner, but his shot bounces out of the zone, up in the air. Gilmore on the right wing able to get it. Skate that one into Honda's zone. Swings it to Michael Deck, who's just gonna throw it around for Aiden Lane. Aiden Lane in the corner. Tries to circle it back for Arsenault, but that one's grabbed up by a Honda player and iced down to the Saints zone.
Jack, I like what I've seen so far from the Saints. They've had great pressure whenever Honda's trying to break the puck out, and if they can keep up that pressure on the breakout and Honda's going to turn the puck over, that's where goals are scored. So I like what I've seen so far.
Yeah, especially I'm liking what they're seeing on their forecheck mainly. And obviously some good work in the neutral zone, but you know, their forecheck's really been what's special tonight, and they're able to get on the defenders early. Shot there by Ryan Castle, tipped. That was number 12, Luke Sinclair. And there's Kieran Dervin behind the net. Back out to Castle. Castle looking for number 7, Lucas Prudhomme. Prudhomme. And the net for Dervin. Dervin back up and swing it down for Sinclair. Sinclair ties up the stick. Dervin was somewhat open in the front. Prudhomme couldn't find him, but Oscar Wu gonna get a nice shot on net from the point. Played out in the corner. Sinclair circles it. And the Saints forecheck looking good this shift so far, and a big hit from Kieran Dervin as the puck heads into Saints zone. Played back for Oscar Wu, looking for something to do, can't find anything, and Castle just gonna try to rip it around the boards. That one though up and out of play, deflected by the Victory Honda play.
Yeah, then Jack, what I've noticed is all the lines and every player on St. Andrews is making plays, and that's really going to be a key factor in the success of the team. So they've done a great job so far.
Yep, and getting time for all 4 lines here is face-off one to Luke Warner by Nick Ferrante. Delauche gonna find Hayden Williams on the left wing. Williams gonna make a nice move and have some space looking for Ferrante in front of the net, but that went about a couple inches away from his stick. Regrouping his Honda. Out though again for Delauche, who's gonna make a nice move in his own zone. Looking for a player to pass to, and he finds Ferrante. Finds Williams, and Williams just gonna send it to the other side for Warner. And played back. Big collision there. And played out for Hayden Williams. Williams looking for Warner, but That one looked to be touched. The puck was rolling. Frasca tries to play the regroup, and Jack Good on the left wing gonna find that. Straight for 18, Oliver Turner. Goody driving out in front of the net and trying to find something there. Can't find anything though, and that puck once again behind on the net. Put out in the neutral zone and swung down for Paolo Frasca. And it played off the wall, and a bit of a risky play, but the defenseman for Honda not able to get a shot on while Frasca was out of the net. Jack Good trying to play it out, and he's got Chiavetti. Chiavetti on the right wing. Makes a nice move. He's got space in front, and oh my God, with one hand he got that shot up. And the rebound almost. Space out front for Chiavetti again. Trying to put that puck in. Covered up though by Jonah Little.
Yeah, Jack, that was a great sequence there, but we can trail that back into their own zone where Jack Good made a great play over on the boards, great aggressive play, lifting the stick, and then he finds Chiavetti on the other side of the ice. That's just a great textbook heads up and aggressive play in their own end.
And Chiavetti with almost no space there. Able to still get that shot on net. One back to Castle, who finds Gilmore. That shot though blocked by the face of the Honda players. Go to Michael Deck, and Michael Deck just gonna put this one in a nice place for Arsenault, who looks for Aiden Lane right in front of the net, but that one a couple inches away. Arsenault across the ice. Michael Deck finds Aiden Lane. Aiden Lane to Castle. Castle gonna shoot that one, looking for a deflection, but picked up by the winger. That was Stone. Sent across the right wing. Coming down on the Saints side. Big rebound there by Frasca, but trailer was just a bit too far ahead. Back into the Saints zone. Castle able to find Gilmore and get it out. Here's Aiden Lane. Aiden Lane moving the defenseman, looking for a shot there. Blocked up. Some space in net for Connor Arsenault. Huge save.
Wow. Jonah Little has been great today, and that was just an amazing save there. The Saints have really been putting the pressure on, and the goalie for Victory Honda, Jonah Little, has come up big multiple times, and there was an example of that. That was a great glove save.
Tons of chances for the Saints today, but nothing so far as Oscar Wu makes a really nice move and shoots that one, but deflected up and out of play there. So out comes the Del Elche and Wu pairing, along with Dervin, Prudhomme, and Sinclair. Face off, played out and won by Victory Honda, who's just going to put it in the Saints zone. Looking for anything out front, but nothing's there. Puck played out to Chestnut at the blue line. Chance here for Kieran Dervin as he's got space with Lucas Prudhomme. Kieran Dervin on the right wing, looking for the pass across, and there's a goal for Lucas Prudhomme. Wow, what a pass by Kieran Dervin.
And Jack, there it is again. Like I've been mentioning, there's another turnover in their own zone, which leads to a 2-on-1. Like we said earlier, those odd man rushes is going to lead to goals. And there was just a beautiful pass over back door, and there's not much Jonah Little, the goalie for Victory Honda, can do there. Just a textbook play and pass by the Saints.
And as we talked about, the odd man rush is what's going to change this game and change the score, as the 5-on-5 offense has been super good so far. So the sustained pressure from the Saints pays off, and after a bunch of chances there, about halfway through this first period, they're able to crack the scoreboard. Saints going to roll the exact same guys out there, trying to recreate a little bit of that offense that they just found. Behind the net for Honda. Swarmed by a couple of SAC guys, and Dervin, another nice play, and he's going to find Luke Sinclair. Luke Sinclair on the right wing. To Dervin. Dervin looking for Prudhomme, who was just a bit behind him, which is not where he thought he was, but call there against the Saints. As one of those players seemed to be holding on to Gilmore's stick, and Gilmore just kind of hosed him to the ground.
Yeah, and Jack, I'm looking at the depth chart, and the Saints might be rolling with 5D today, and there goes their top defenseman. So we're really going to test their depth here with their penalty kill.
Well, Oliver Turner, and I believe that's Del Elche out there. And tight box here as Ferrante and Warner try to play up top and block that shot. Ferrante gets a piece of it, and Turner battling a couple guys in the corner. Chance out front though, and that one shot wide and rung around out of the zone. Chestnut for Honda back to get it. Making their way into the Saints zone. Ferrante though tight on him. Looking for a little bit of space. They're gonna go across and down low below the Saints net. Nice move there on Oliver Turner. He's just gonna try to push that one straight onto Frasca's pad, but nothing comes out of that. They keep the puck though, and a pass on the slot. Good block there by Ryan Castle. And then able to get it down there was Nick Ferrante. The boys behind the the boys behind the Honda net are loving that one. That's the football team there. Lead pass out, stopped up by Castle, but Palmer able to keep with it, and Arsenault trying to get this one out. Bumps a couple guys, and the Saints looking for the tripping call there, but don't get anything. Manning's not happy, but that puck just stopped at the line for Honda, and a bit of madness going on here as the clock ticks down in the first period. Played out to the top for Honda, and a tipped wide. Arsenault just trying to get this one out, but can't. Played again behind the net, and a pretty physical play there from Castle. So he knocks his guy to the ground, and Oscar Wu now with the puck, able to get that one down. So just about 20 seconds left here on this Honda power play. There's a chance for Dean Letourneau, who's got a bit of space. Moving into the Honda zone, couple nice moves, and deep through two defenders on his way to the net there, but stopped up as he just kind of ran out of space. Gilmore, though, heading out of the box in a couple of seconds here, and the Saints kill off their first penalty kill of the night. Played out in the neutral zone for Good, who finds Letourneau. Letourneau to Good. Good finds Delelche in front of the net, and he scores! A great feed from Jack Good, and a perfectly placed shot from Sebastian Delelche there. Saints 2-0.
Jack, that was a great goal right off the penalty kill there. They get back to even strength, get down to the other end of the ice, and that was just a great tic-tac-toe, and Delelche steps up from the point, and that was just a great heads-up play.
Good way to find him there, is, you know, not a lot of wingers would expect their guy to be moving in like that, and a good heads-up play by Delelche to get in there and get open in the slot. So Saints 2-0 here already in the first period. And that puck played behind Frasca. Letourneau making moves around more guys. He looks to the middle of the ice for Good. Good, oh, looking back door. As Wu tried to get up there again. Shot to the point by Castle, tried to be tipped by Letourneau, but couldn't find anything there. And little one-on-one for Castle here. Trying to clear the puck. He's got Letourneau helping him. Dean gonna grab the puck, but sent straight back in by the Honda defender. Right back out to Letourneau though, who's entering the Honda zone. Drops back for Tyler Chiavetti, making a couple nice moves. Back out behind the net for Letourneau, who tries to feed in front. And a breakaway chance here, but that puck missed by the Honda player. Nothing's gonna come out of that one. Puck behind the net, Castle fighting for it. Looking for the feed out front for Honda, but there's nothing there. Letourneau gonna grab that puck in his skates and make some nice moves through the neutral zone again and just throw that puck on net. Looking for the whistle so he can get off. So a smart play by Dean Letourneau.
And Letourneau is just fun to watch. I mean, the hands on that guy is just ridiculous. As he easily can get by defenders there, and it just, especially with the long stick, it's fun to watch.
Looks like Chara, if he was centering 50% faster. Oh, behind the net for Honda, who's trying to find their lead guy there. I think that's Meredith. Moving in on Frasca. Frasca able to make a nice save, and Turner clears that one out to the corner. Honda keeps possession though, making a couple nice moves in front. Gilmore and Turner there trying to keep the crease clear, but a little bit of a scrum to finish this.
Jack, Victory Honda hasn't had as many chances as the Saints, but they do make them count, as they have on a couple occasions now been out in front of the net and almost jammed it in there. So the Saints really got to watch that and keep them away from the crease.
There's been a couple times where they've been left alone in front of the net, and Frasca's been able to make that save, though. The Saints. Played out, Aiden Lane. Just going to roll this one into the Honda zone, and that one's going to be called icing.
Arsenal getting a little physical after the whistle.
He doesn't mind it.
The Saints breakout today has been very crisp.
Absolutely. Their work in the neutral zone has been pretty outstanding. They've kind of dominated all three levels throughout most of this game. That said, though, I mean, it's not like Honda's playing terribly whatsoever. I mean, they've held up. That one's played up for Luke Sinclair, who's going to throw that on net, and whistle called here with 5 minutes and 39 seconds left in the first period.
Yeah, Jack, most of the Saints' success is coming out of the breakouts or turnovers, where it'll get picked up on one side, and then whoever the winger is on the opposite side, they'll generally fire it across ice. So I wonder if Victory Honda is going to pick up on that and start pinching on that pass.
We'll see if they're able to make those adjustments here, maybe even moving in the second period, but that face-off for now won by Honda and sent all the way down there. Refs are saying tip, though. So Honda with possession behind the Saints net. Oscar Wu on the guy, and Luke Sinclair able to put some pressure, and that puck straight to Frasca. And he's going to cover that.
Yep, Jack, there we go again. Victory Honda just firing the puck on net. And that's sometimes what you need to do. If you can just get the puck on net, and Paolo Frasca's been very sharp today, but on the occasion something spits out. Saints got to keep him boxed out.
Saints done well in the face-off circle so far. As you see Warner cutting through the middle with some speed, looking for that Eric Carlson-esque pass from Gilmore, who tried to, and it was a good effort, but just didn't quite get there. Regrouped by Honda and Meredith, number 92. Just going to send that one in the zone. Puck behind the Saints net. Castle tightly on his guy, and that puck is sent all the way out for the defenseman, but plays out behind the blue line and back into the Saints zone. A little bit of time here for Castle behind the net. Regroup for Gilmore. Couple guys moving, he finds Warner. Warner looks for Hayden Williams, and Williams has a couple guys. Thought Castle was moving there, but he wasn't. But Williams still fighting for that puck behind the net and looking for Nick Ferrante. Williams. Ferrante looking for Gilmore, but that puck just chipped out. And a foot race here as Castle's going to beat his guy. Little reverse there. And up comes Jack Good, who finds Letourneau. Letourneau, tries to make a nice move on that defenseman and put it through his own legs. Goody, though, saves the possession. Able to send that one in. Delelche now with the puck in the neutral zone, lost it, and a little bit of a chance there for Honda to throw that one on net.
Yep, and a pretty good sequence there for the Saints. Once again, they're sending on their breakout, they're sending their far winger up to the middle of the ice, which has been fairly successful for them. And as I mentioned, I'm curious to see if Victory Honda would make an adjustment there, but it's been working very well for the Saints.
When you have talented defensemen like the Saints do, you're able to make those long breakout passes like Rourke Gilmore was trying to do, so it's fair enough that they're doing that. Pressure on. Oliver Turner going to pinch and keep that one in. And a nice play by Letourneau to keep that puck. Here's Chiavetti. Saucer pass out in front for Good. Good bouncing puck out in front and covered up by Colin Chestnut.
Yep, another great chance there from the Saints. Puck was just out of the reach there from the slot. Had to back up a little bit, but great pass there across the crease. Was just a little trickler, but another great chance by the Saints.
And Colin Chestnut's super consistent here. The Victory Honda is, I don't really think you can blame him for either of those goals. Face off won by Honda and played out as Oscar Wu can make a couple nice plays and find Aiden Lane. He's going to take his time and bring this puck back behind his own net. Aiden Lane with some speed now. Tries to push it out, stopped up at the line. Straight back up though. That's Michael Deck looking to drop it back for Arsenault, who had a little bit of space, but the defender stepped up there and on the wall. Hit behind the play there. That was Michael Deck that went down, and Saints called on him. Saints get the call there, sorry. Did you see what happened there, Noah?
I didn't. I think it was a little bit of a scrum, but it seemed like his cage ripped off there. I'm not sure what happened, but looks like Deck will be okay, and the Saints will have their first power play of the game. So I don't think they'll be complaining over on their bench.
You can hear the football guys screaming behind the bench. So out is good. Letourneau and Aiden Lane, along with Gilmore and Chiavetti up in the left defenseman spot. That face-off is going to be won by Letourneau, but no one going to get there in time. And Frasca going to grab this puck now. Give it to Chiavetti, who's looking for some options behind his own net. Chiavetti finds Letourneau. Letourneau on the right wing, looking across for good. Can't find anything as good, and back again is Chiavetti, just trying to find some space, but a good forecheck so far here for Honda, as Chiavetti's now tied up in his own end. Letourneau there, able to help him and find a little bit of space. The Saints are coming down the ice with a 4-on-3. Letourneau looks for Lane in the middle, and a chance here for Palmer as he's behind all the Saints. Foot race there with Chiavetti, and Chiavetti able to make up all that extra space and tie him up. So a great defensive effort there. Back check from Chiavetti. Middle of the ice, Aiden Lane rips one right off his chest, and that one's so hard that it bounced straight out. Letourneau has some time. Drops it back for Gilmore. Gilmore, nice move at the line. Just gonna send that one in for Aiden Lane. About a minute left here on this power play for the Saints, and ripped around for Jack Good in the right corner. Almost stopped at the line by Gilmore, but that one squirts out, and Frasca behind the net, leaving it for Del Elche. If you remember, Del Elche's brother was kind of the quarterback of this power play last year, so maybe trying to rekindle some of that magic as Kieran Durbin coming around the net. Michael Deck makes a nice move, but again is just dumped to the floor. Puck played out once again, and about 20 seconds, so one last chance to go up here as Del Elche finds Castle. And Castle finds Kieran Durbin. Kieran Durbin on the left wing. About 10 seconds on this power play. Nice shot from Connor Arsenault, and a great snag there from Colin Chestnut. Oh, sorry, pardon me, Joel Little.
Yeah, Jack, probably not the most successful power play out there for the Saints. They had some trouble getting everything set up, and the puck got iced down a couple times, but I'll give credit to Victory Honda there for a pretty good kill.
Puck off the face-off, sent in the corner, and even strength here. Nice move by Connor Arsenault, caressing that puck when it was up in the air. But that one doesn't come away with anything. Good backhand shot and a nice stop on the reaction there by Frasca. Arsenault making a couple moves on the defenseman, but they don't split. Looks out front for Castle, who was pinching in this time. Castle with some space in front, and that puck hit a couple of Saints on the stick, but none of them able to really get possession. Play out for Arsenault, who just fires that one very casually up above the net and sent straight back into the Honda zone.
Saints are keeping up the pressure.
So Oscar Wu able to drop that one in, but 15 seconds left, played back out for Honda, who's entering the Saints zone. Quick shot, stopped up by Frasca, and played out to center ice. Just about 2 seconds left, and the Saints gonna choose to regroup this one. And they're gonna head into period 2, up 2-0 versus Victory Honda. So a really successful and hot start here for the Saints. No?
Yeah, Jack, I think I like what I see. You're never going to go to the locker room after the first period up 2-0 and have any problems with that. I think they've been very aggressive and good in their own end, and then turning that over to their two opportunities, their many opportunities which led to 2 goals. So I think Victory Honda might have to adjust a little bit on the Saints breakout, which is has been great.
Absolutely. All right. So we'll see you in the second period. I believe we've either got a shootout by the U14 AA Aurora Tigers, or we've got a performance by the Rock Band. So we'll see you soon.
welcome to our first intermission entertainment. Joining us tonight are the Up to U7 Canadians. In gray, Harrison Dowell, Christian Olsen, and Hudson West. In red, Cleveland Green, James Simmons, and Tanner Olsen. Let's play hockey.
sounds like it. So why don't you just
And welcome back. That was a great performance by our rock band here tonight, which is definitely bringing the crowd alive here, as you can hear the fans who are absolutely electric. If you're just joining us, the Saints took a 2-0 lead in the first period, and we will see if they're going to be able to capitalize on that lead, or if Victory Honda drew some stuff up on the board to see if they can put some points up of their own up on the board. Jack, what do you think? Well,
Saints just, in my personal opinion, kind of dominated that whole first period in all three zones, in the defensive, the neutral zone, and the offensive zone. I mean, their forecheck was great. We saw Chiavetti on the back check there, stopping a breakaway, and to the middle zone, forcing turnovers, getting in passing lanes. And if you're Mr. Manning, I mean, that's exactly what you want to see from the boys in the first period. And good to be back home, obviously, back in their own building. After a long trip in Europe, all over the map. They finished 3-0.
Yep.
So now back home.
They're happy to be back.
Absolutely. Hayden Williams, just wanted to mention, in the place so far for Jared McNeil. Okay. There's a goalie in the box right now. I'm confused.
Notice that. And to start off the period, we are going to have the second line, Connor Arsenal, Michael Deck, and Aiden Lane start off the second period. Draws won by the Saints, picked up by 26 Ryan Castle, and D-to-D up the middle. It's going to get deflected back in the zone. Victory Honda putting some pressure in. Puck's going to be shot up the boards, turned over again, but it's going to be picked up by Michael Deck. Delayed offside. The Saints are going to attack the zone as Victory Honda is regrouping.
Ice still seems a bit wet, Noah. There's pucks getting
100%.
stuck everywhere.
Of course, yeah. From my personal hockey career, it's always, you're always not looking great in the warm-up when the ice is soaking wet and pucks are coming off your stick, so not helpful for both teams.
Just a little shout-out to Sebastian Delalce, who's been playing great this game, and he had a nice play on the breakout pass there that unfortunately didn't get out too easily, but he's looked really good all night.
Absolutely, and puck won by the Saints, won a little too much. It's going to go all the way back down to their end. That's going to be up the boards to Michael Deck, regrouped by Connor Arsenal. Puck was a little behind Aiden Lane, but now a breakaway here, a chance for Victory Honda, shot on, but Frasca, great save, second chance, and he's going to cover that up in front of the net.
And look at the effort there from Frasca to get down in all those chances, just ripping the puck into his pads, and he's staying there steady. Also great back check there by Oscar Wu, who noticed maybe a second late that there was a guy behind him, but able to get back there in perfect time and kind of tie him up, not allow a free shot on Paolo there.
Here goes the first line with Letourneau. Bucks one back into the end. Ryan Castle regrouping up on the wing. It's going to be Rory Gilmore fighting up on the boards. Victory Honda is going to take control on the boards. That's going to be picked up by Jack Good, who's skating up through the middle. He's got his line mates with him. That's going to be Chiavetti up the middle to Letourneau. Gets deflected away. Gilmore fighting on the wing. That's a great play. One against the Victory Honda winger, and they're going to try and regroup here in their own zone. It's going to be chipped up into the neutral zone. Victory Honda is going to chip it back into their end. Castle up the boards. Fumbled a little bit by Victory Honda, and it's going to trickle in to Victory Honda's end. Shot around the boards, and that's going to be chipped up, and Victory Honda is going to be moving into the Saints zone. Shot up, tipped just over the net. That's picked back up. Saints putting some pressure on Victory Honda here. They're going to get a shot. Great block. And it's going to flicker behind the net. That's picked up by Gilmore. He's going to fire that around, see if they can get it out. Victory Honda keeps it in. Great block by Letourneau. Almost chipped it out, but here we go with a 3-on-1. Chiavetti across. Oh, just trickled off. Good stick. And they're going to fire that back into Victory Honda's end as they regroup. They're going to fire that down the ice. That's going to be Wu who picks it up, fires it. That is deflected. And Victory Honda is going to pick it back up. Wu with the puck. Up the middle, up the boards for Prudhomme. Flicked up. Oh, Victory Honda almost had a chance there. Bit of a battle behind the net. It's going to be rung around to the defense, tipped away. Tried to get a shot off there, but that was tipped out of play.
Yeah, and I just want to say what a shift by Rory Gilmore, who originally right on the far blue line played the body and able to secure that puck, then straight down the ice, makes a nice defensive play with his stick, able to grab that puck again, and as it was pushed back in the zone, he stepped up and made a great block to save a shot on net. So great shift there from Rory to keep that Saints defense solid.
Absolutely, Dervin wins the draw there. Battle behind the Saints net. That's going to be picked up by Prudhomme. He's going to fire that cross ice to Wu, who's joining on the forecheck. It's going to be Dervin who picks it up. Looking around the net, and I thought that may have gone in, but no. Bit of a scruff in front of the net, but that was picked up by Jonah Little. Bit of an awkward angle there for Prudhomme, but they are going to get an offensive faceoff.
It's always nice when you have defensemen like Oscar Wu who aren't afraid to jump up in the rush and try to create offense for themselves. It takes a lot of pressure off the wingers who are, obviously kind of when the defense are not moving too much, they're playing tighter up towards the defenseman, but it takes a lot of pressure off when you have defensemen that are offensive, like Wu and like Gilmore and like so many of the Saints D-men.
And the Saints' fourth line here with the likes of Ferrante, Williams, and wow, there was a shot by number 9. That is Toby Carlson, the left winger on Victory Honda. That got trickled out to the slot, and just a great shot just under the glove of Frasca, and Victory Honda is going to be on the board.
That one there just inside the circle kind of looked like it surprised Frasca a little bit and kind of surprised everyone on the ice as the quick feed out. I don't think anyone was expecting just the one-time shot there, but it was a outstanding shot by Toby Carlson, who placed that one in the absolute perfect spot. So Saints lead now, cut down to 1.
And they're going to keep the fourth line on. That's going to be brought up the middle to Ferrante. Warner's going to pick that up in the neutral zone, working around on the left side. Behind the net, tried to score it to Ferrante. Working it up on the left board. He's got 2 guys on, and Warner's going to pick it up behind the net. He's going to cycle that to Williams. Williams tries it behind the back. Does not work. Looks like Warner's throwing the body over there.
Warner's getting mean.
Which I love. Here goes Gilmore up the middle. Fumbled it a little bit. That's going to be Aiden Lane who picks it up. And here's Ferrante on the far wing. Great stretch pass. Moving in, bobbles it a little bit. Still going to be picked up by 18, which is Oliver Turner. Saints are keeping the pressure up, and here's Deck and Arsenal on the forecheck here. Saints getting a line change in. Castle's going to pick it up and on his blue line. Here goes Deck with a 2-on-1 with Arsenal. Saucer pass. That was a great shot. Again, Deck from a weird angle. Try to surprise Jonah Little there, and here goes Victory Honda the other way. Oh, huge hit. Oh, wow. Victory Honda's really getting aggressive here with some big hits.
Saints, though, keeping their composure, which I like to see. No one's really seeming to get frustrated or angry with the way that Honda's been playing the body the last couple minutes, so that's what you like to see.
Now here goes Arsenal looking up the middle. It's going to get intercepted by 14, Peyton Stowe on Victory Honda. That's going to get rung off the crossbar, and that's going to be out of play.
Wow, what a quick shot there from Aiden Lane, who grabs it on the far hash mark and just rips one straight off the crossbar.
Yeah, and Jack, I've noticed that Victory Honda's getting much more aggressive here in the second period, so I guess that's their game plan, and let's see how the Saints are gonna react to that. Here goes Letourneau on the draw.
I know how they're gonna react. They're gonna bring out the big boy.
Letourneau wins it forward. Good. Chiovetti on the wing, picks it up, cycling it around. Gets picked off by Victory Honda. They're just gonna chip it in to the Saints zone. Working in up the middle. Letourneau with his long sticks going to poke that away. Here's a chance in front of the net. And Frasca's getting screened. And looks like the Saints are going to pick up a penalty. That is going to be Oliver Turner, who got a little physical in front of the net. And Victory Honda is going to go on the power play. And what's going on now? Letourneau with a Victory Honda player. This is getting much more physical, Jack.
Yeah, and that's not really what you want to see if You know, you're on the Saints or you're one of the Saints coaches or fans. You don't want to see the Saints, you know, reacting here. When Honda brings the physicality, they got to kind of keep their composure and keep focusing on trying to grow that lead to 2.
Absolutely, and they got Letourneau and Good here on the penalty kill, as well as Wu and Gilmore. Victory Honda is trying to cycle it around. Back down low to the middle, trying to keep it in. And that's tipped, it didn't get out. Victory Honda kept that in.
Great play by that defenseman.
Cycled down low, up towards the middle. It's gonna get passed around to the defense. Moving the puck around, that's a great play by Wu to get the block off, and let's see if they can get it out. Not quite, that's in the slot. Bit of a weaker shot, and Frasca's gonna come up with the save.
Yeah, Frasca's looked super sharp since letting that goal in. It kind of seemed like that first one surprised him. He's came back with a bit of a vengeance here, stopping about 5 or 6 shots straight after, and a couple tough ones too, especially on that last possession. Victory Honda before the penalty, he made an amazing diving stop in there with the reaction, able to slide out in front. So
Here
great
goes
game so far from Paolo.
Yeah, and here goes Arsenal Ferrante. Victory Honda getting a shot off. Great save by Frasca out to the corner. Saints scrambling a little bit, trying to get back into their box. It's going to be off to the other end. Weak shot. Oh, great save by Frasca, just off his shoulder. Victory Honda cycling it very well. Up to the middle again, to the slot. Shot. Oh, barely gets cleared away. That was a sit and duck right in front of the net, and the Saints were able to clear that away.
Saints need to get this one out, and they do.
That was a close one. A few opportunities there for Victory Honda as they regroup in their own end. Bringing the puck out to the wing. Driving into the zone, tries to turn around. 2 Saints there to meet him. And now Victory Honda with the puck behind their own net. Power play winding down, 30 seconds left. It's going to be cycled over to number 4, Nathan Schafter. And that's going to be a goal. Victory Honda with 24 seconds left, just out in front of the net.
Wow, Meredith quarterbacking the power play there for Victory Honda just looks outstanding. And that play all started with him. You know, he's moving around, making those tip passes across and kind of keeping the puck in the zone there, making diving plays. And then that shot on net is just perfectly placed for his teammate to tip that one in. Now we're tied up at 2, just about halfway through the second, so the script flipped a little bit against the Saints.
Absolutely.
Bringing out the second line to see how they respond.
We got Kieran Dervin out there. He's going to win the draw and get it into the Saints, or sorry, into the Victory Honda zone. And that's going to be Prudhomme out on the forecheck. Caught up in the corner. Prudhomme working it around. That's going to get fired up and trickle out of the zone. Gilmore is going to chase the puck. Working around his own net. Circles back. It's going to be up the wing to Prudhomme. He's going to fire that up the middle. I think it got tipped by Victory Honda player. Now the puck's caught up in the neutral zone.
Heads up, man. He almost got rocked there.
Turner with the puck. Cycle over to Kieran Dervin, who's going to turn it over. And Victory Honda almost was in tight there with another chance. The Saints got to be careful. It's going to get tipped out of the zone. And looks like they have their third line still on with St. Clair. Up in the Saints zone on the boards. It's going to get cycled around to Oliver Turner.
So picking up the deep guy now is Victory Honda. They're dropping 2 defensemen back. So the winger being sent up high doesn't really do too much anymore.
Victory Honda is giving some stretch passes of their own. Letourneau cycled up the boards to Good. Letourneau turns over the puck in the zone. Oscar Wu gets knocked down. Makes a great recovery there, and there's Giovetti up on the boards.
That space on the ice, there seems to be a couple problems with it. Pardon me, the puck just stopped there a couple shifts before.
Here goes Good moving in, 2-on-2 with Letourneau. Pass gets away from him into the corner. Giovetti tailing the puck now. Wu's going to pick it up in the neutral zone. Skating around, he's going to cycle it over to Giovetti on the boards. Great pass in the neutral zone. Here goes Good with a shot that gets blocked. And it's going to get cleared by Victory Honda. Picked up by Castle. Giovetti again, that pass gets tipped away, and here's Jack Good looking for some reinforcements. Letourneau coming in the zone. Victory Honda again, going to tip that out. Giovetti gaining speed in the neutral zone. Going up the middle with a nice move. Gets into some contact, and that pass again is going to get away from him. And here goes Sebastian Del Elche, firing that over to Castle. Jack good up the boards. He's just going to flick that into Victory Honda zone. Warner now on the ice. Looks like their fourth line with Ferrante and Williams. Victory Honda moving in, dumps it into the corner. That is picked up by Turner. Williams with it over on the boards, and Ferrante gets that. Moving in, gonna get a quick shot off, gets tipped. Williams out in front of the net. Hits the post, and Victory Honda is gonna try and break the puck out here. It seems like they're gonna dump it down, and they might get the icing, and they will.
So pretty successful series there for the Saints, and it's always dangerous when you have Dean Letourneau and Jack Good out on the ice, and Jack Good able to find a lot of space that last shift, and after they changed, Warner with a nice play to come back through the neutral zone and pick up at the perfect time during that rush to create a chance there for Ferrante. So
draw one by Victory Honda in behind their own net. Warner with great pressure gets turned over out in front of the net. Here's a chance. Warner barely misses the net. Here goes Williams in the corner, trying to get it out to Ferrante up in the middle. Williams blocked again. All the Victory Honda players got sucked into the middle there. Here goes Del Elche.
Tons of pressure here from the Saints' fourth line.
They've been great all day today. Del Elche fires it up the middle. Victory Honda is going to get that out. And that is going to be Turner working in the neutral zone. Turned over by Williams. It's some even more pressure from the fourth line as they get off. Aiden Lane out on the forecheck as Victory Honda is moving it in to the Saints end. Picked up by Turner on the boards. Victory Honda grabs that loose puck, and that is going to be Aiden Lane shooting into their end, which is going to end up being an icing. Some great pressure so far by the Saints. Some great opportunities from the fourth line, who have been very productive today. They've gotten some great chances on that, especially from that last shift. Let's see if they can turn that into a goal.
Out comes Arsenault and Deck to join Aiden Lane.
Oscar Wu working it around his own net, gets caught up. Connor Arsenault, the captain, coming in to reinforce. That's up the boards to Michael Deck. Can't quite get that out, and that's going to trickle out and be picked up by Frasca. Saints are going to have to get out of their end here as they're going to get a line change. Looks like they're going to get their third line on. With about 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second period, the score is all tied up. Draw one by Victory Honda, but that is quickly picked up by Lucas St. Clair, who's working into the zone. That's going to be shot in and around the boards by Lucas Prudhomme, and Oscar Wu again getting in on the forecheck as he's going to pick that up on the other side. Kieran Dervin working in the corner, trying to trickle that out to Oscar Wu, gets away from him. Victory Honda is going to turn around and fire that down the ice. And no icing there as Gilmore works in the corner with a Victory Honda player. And they could get something broken out here as Dervin works up the left wing. He's got his line mates with him. That's fired off the shoulder of Little. Shot out front. Wu was thinking about pinching. Decided to stay back. And here's Dervin again working up the middle. And there's a delayed offside as the Saints are going to regroup with Gilmore. Up to Prudhomme. Makes a move on the defender. Can't quite get past him. In pursuit, he's going to lay a hit down. And that's going to be Castle using his feet to pass it. And here goes Victory Honda in pursuit. Going to get a shot off. Gets tipped away. They're going to try and fire that back on net, but that's going to get away from the defenseman. And the Saints are quick to get on the D here. That's going to get fired down off the ref.
Poor guy.
He gave the thumbs up. And Victory Honda has really been great at shutting down their breakout. What do you think, Jack?
This game is just getting so physical as we move here into the third period. I mean, both teams now finishing their hits fully and not really waiting around to go and get the puck. They're all on it. Tight hockey game so far. 2-2 in the 2.
Yep.
Saints looking good, though.
And Letourneau's line back on the ice. Victory Honda's going to win that. They're going to work it up on their own boards. That's going to be picked up by Giovetti, and that's going to flick that over to Good. Good working in with Letourneau trailing close behind. Letourneau going to make a play on that. Good tries to fire that in. Shot on net. Victory Honda's going to pick up the rebound off the boards and try and move into the Saints zone. Victory Honda tries to go cross ice. Gets tipped away. Meredith fires that into the Saints zone as Del Elche regroups. Fired cross ice to Letourneau. He's got Giovetti in pursuit. He's going to drop it back to him. Giovetti's going to find Letourneau just wide. And that's going to get kept in the zone by Castle. Good's going to find that puck over on the boards. Cycled over to Letourneau in the corner. Good hit by 33, which is Landon Poe on Victory Honda. And it's going to be one-on-one here in the Saints zone, and a great defensive play there by Del Elche.
Good job not taking a penalty there as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Here goes Ferrante. Gains speed in his own zone, up the boards to Williams. Great breakout pass to Warner. Still getting to it. And it looks like we're going to get a penalty.
It seems to be an interference call against Victory Honda's. That guy drove out Luke Warner in the boards a little bit too long after that puck was gone.
Yeah. And the Saints will move on to their second power play of the game here. Victory Honda capitalized on their last power play and put one in the net. So let's see if the Saints can fight back here with one of their own. There's about 5 minutes and 22 seconds left in the second period.
So the second power play out here.
As Arsenal, Deck, and seems like Durbin is on
With Del Elche and Castle.
I believe this to be their second line power play, and Castle's going to keep that in the zone. Over to Del Elche, over to the boards. Durbin, Arsenal in the middle. Deck tried to get there in front of the net, gets tipped away by the goalie Little. Up the boards to Del Elche. He's going to look cross ice. To his man, they're going to try and cycle it around to Arsenal. He's going to get that on the far boards. He's going to look cross ice, gets picked off. And the Saints are going to have to regroup here. Del Elche first one back. Up the boards to Castle, and that's going to get interrupted by Victory Honda. Meredith is going to fire that one wide. And again, Saints have been a little bit sloppy on their power play, having trouble getting it down the ice and setting it up.
You know, their breakouts since the early parts of this period have gotten a little bit more sloppy, as you said. So Saints kind of looking to clean that up as we move into the third here and the later parts of the second.
Arsenal tries to fire that over to his teammate in front of the net. It's going to get cleared down the ice. Frasco over to play it. That's going to be Giovetti crossing over. Aiden Lane over on the board. Here goes Letourneau. Moving on the far board. He's going to fire that cross ice. Lane trying to work it in. Can't get it off. Great heads up play there by Letourneau to find him. Back door. Gilmore tries to find Letourneau. And here goes Victory Honda with a breakaway. Moving in, makes a move, and great save by Frasca.
Delayed penalty, though, I believe, on the Saints. That one's going to be, I think, Letourneau heading to the box for slashing. So 4-on-4 for just 6 seconds.
About 3 minutes and 28 seconds left in the period. And Jack, you know, sometimes you got to take a penalty on on when the other guy's coming in on a breakaway, but they're not setting themselves up in prime position here, as they couldn't really get much going there on their power play, and it seems like they're going to be shifting over immediately to a PK. So let's see how the Saints can hold up in the dying minutes of the second period here.
And Ferrante and, is that
Williams?
No, Ferrante and Warner out there.
Yeah.
They looked good last time.
And Wu, so now it's going to be 5-on-4 for Victory Honda, and they were successful last time. It's going to get fired on net. Warner can't clear it away. It's going to get picked up on the point. Cycled around. They're going to look back, looking to get a shot off. They're going to go cross ice, trickles away. A bit of a miscommunication as Warner is going to come firing up the ice.
Choo-choo train. What do there?
Victory Honda trying to move back in. Great play in the open ice by Ferrante. He's a great penalty killer. Very agile, good with his stick. It's what you need. Victory Honda working around with the shot on net, just wide. Wu's going to pick it up in the corner, and he's going to clear it all the way down the ice.
Ferrante so good with his stick so far, getting in every single passing lane and just kind of breaking things up and disrupting the defenseman.
Yep, and they got Lane and Arsenal on here. And looks like they're going to pick up an icing. So far, they've been fairly successful on this penalty kill here. Unfortunately, they couldn't get much production going on their power play. But you move on, and you see what you can do here. Down a man for another 49 seconds. Draw on Victory Honda's end. They're going to win it back. Arsenal in pursuit, and Victory Honda snaps his stick. Arsenal in tight. Oh, and that was a great play by the Victory Honda defenseman. He's got no stick, and he still can't do anything. And they're trying to cycle the puck to him, but he can't do anything. He's got no stick again. This is a bit of a mess, and Arsenal could go in here, lose it in his skates.
This is madness.
But they burned a lot of time there.
Saints looking for the offside there as well.
Great save by Frasca, and I'm not sure the Victory Honda player hit that out of the air. Must be a baseball player as well. That's going to get cleared around the boards, and Jack, that was a great play by Victory Honda's defenseman. He snapped his stick and still came up with the block.
Yeah, that's tough for Arsenal.
Oh, turned over. Perfectly read by Castle. And now the Saints are moving in with a chance. Oh, and they score!
Holy.
What a goal!
What a play by Ryan Castle there to feed Tyler Chiavetti with the spin pass all the way back out in front. And a finish there, I think that was Castle who crashed the net.
I believe so, yeah, and there's the second of the season. What a great play. There's the sequence there, finishing off the penalty kill, and Castle was getting pretty aggressive there, moving in on the rush, and the Saints cash in.
Yeah, you could kind of feel it coming. Arsenal had tons of pressure there at the end of the penalty kill, so back up.
Beautifully executed. Victor Honda moving into the Saints' end with Wu in pursuit, battling up on the boards. He's going to get cycled to the defense. He's going to fumble it. Here goes Chiavetti. Gets away from him. He's got good. He's going to shoot. Oh. Great play.
Chivo made a ridiculous move there. Almost looked like Matthews' first ever goal where he just pulled that puck away from Carlson's stick from right behind him.
Chivo's got some compete. I love seeing that. He's got the hustle. Oh yeah, he's been winning a lot of his battles today, and those have turned into some odd man rushes. Good just wasn't close enough to him to make a play there, but great effort by Chiavetti as there's about a minute left in the second period as the Saints win the draw and Victory on his end. Chiavetti in pursuit on the boards as well with good. Victory Honda is going to pick that up, skating in their own end. Pass gets away and good checks. Here goes Letourneau. Stretch pass to Chiavetti, gets tripped up.
Chiavetti tripped over the blue line there.
Victory Honda has to flick it out. Here goes Gilmore. See if they can stay on side. Great play by Letourneau.
I don't think it was offside. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, whoa, whoa.
What's up with this guy?
I'm not sure what happened there. Letourneau seemed to have gone offside, and Victor Honda didn't like it. I'm not sure why.
Well, that was not intentional there by Letourneau at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know what
No.
Woodstock's yapping about.
Yeah. Victor Honda's just looking for trouble here.
He can peg down.
And I'm not sure if they took a timeout there or.
I think the refs talking to the coaches and seeing maybe if anyone's going to go in the box for that.
I believe that may have been unsportsmanlike. And yeah, Dean Letourneau is going to go over to the box. I'm not sure exactly if words were exchanged down there. We wouldn't know from up here, but looks like the Saints are going to pay with one of their top players, Dean Letourneau, is going to be in the box for the 21 seconds left in this period, and then the rest of the time to start off the third period as Victory Honda wins the draw on the Saints end. Time dying down, D to D. They're going to get a shot off. Frasca with a great pad save, and the puck's going to get cleared out with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, hard to tell what happened there at the end of the period with Letourneau, but going to miss him for the start.
Shot on net, couple seconds left. Oh, that was close.
So the Saints heading into the third period, up 3-2 versus Victory Honda. With a minute 39 seconds left on the Letourneau penalty. And we'll see you guys in the third.
Welcome to tonight's Wonderland Shootout featuring the under-14 AA South Central Storm and our Royal Tigers. Shooting for the Tigers, the number 44, David Hamilton. 66, Eli Wagner. 78, Francisco Campoli. 23, Matthew Perez. 45, Daniel Moses. And the goalie is number 31, goalie Adam Rossi. Shooting for South Central. For 55, Carter Betts. 27, Mateo Fonte. 93, Hunter Jones. 72, Wilson Wells. And number 8, Kobe Akiki. And goalie number 22, Tyler Boy. A big thanks for our sponsor, Swarmland, located at 15531 Young Street in Aurora. Always healthy, always fresh.
It's a shootout, that's what's happening. You don't know which side to choose. I think the score is 1 net, but I haven't seen it in a shootout either. Oh no, it's hard to know.
Good morning, St. Andrews College. I'm Will Colas, and this is SAC Today. Welcome back to school, everyone. It's been a whirlwind start to the year with lots of activities and events. In early September, to help us connect with one another and the school, the Cadet Leadership Program took students on expeditions where they refreshed their outdoor education and survival skills through team building and adventure activities. Many students had their first experience sleeping in a tent or paddling a canoe or flying down a zip line. Back on campus, the Music Leadership and Pipes and Drums programs had their own band camp. For a closer look, let's turn to junior correspondent Willard Wang.
While the leadership students were out camping, the band students were working on their instruments. This year, in band camp, we play, eat, sleep, then play again. Just kidding, we alternated between band rehearsals and master classes. In addition, we attended a concert performed by the Shuffle Demons, prepared for the Vine Challenge, and caught up with each other's musical journey. Pipes and Drums worked hard as well. They had fun in the annual Pipers versus Drummers football game. The winner this year were the Drummers. At the end of the day, the music program got together for the Vine Challenge, competing for the funniest act.
Classes are now underway, and we've gotten to know our new teachers and peers, as well as connecting with the greater Anjing community at our annual homecoming event. To kick off the weekend, houses competed in the annual Shad Creek race. Senior correspondents David Osa and Tom Williamson have the highlights.
I love Shad Creek. Simple, baby. Layla, Moneyline is a lot. Baby girl, I'm a girl. Chanda Paul say, well, I'm on the way, the time cold. I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the...
So today I'm here with the winners of the Shad Creek race.
My name's Max.
My name's Pax. How does it feel to win the Shad Creek race?
I mean, obviously, I'm a lifer at SAC. I've been here since grade 5, and first time Shad Creek race, so obviously it means a lot to me.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Didn't even struggle.
Did you expect this win coming into the tournament?
I mean, obviously, our artists set us up for success. Like, right in first place, you can't make it up.
From SAC Today, I'm David Oso and Payday.
Homecoming Saturday included some outstanding games by our competitive sports teams. Let's turn it over to the SAC Today Sports Desk for more.
Good morning, St. Andrews College. I'm Liam Henriquez, and this is your Varsity Saints Homecoming Recap. On a beautiful fall day, your first soccer Saints were piped in against St. Mike's, hungry for some homecoming revenge. They weren't starting for long, as 5 minutes into the match, Reza Zai opened the scoring with some blistering speed and a great far corner finish. The Saints didn't stop there though, with Joshua Henriquez lobbing a half volley over the keeper's head to make it 2-0. Unfortunately, Coach Bradbury's men were dealt a double blow in the 22nd minute, with captain Issa Abdu and young starlet Joshua Henriquez both going down injured. However, like great Andrians, the team persevered through, getting it to halftime at 2-1. In the second half, the team came out even stronger, with 2 great finishes from Zach Brook and Seb Medeiros in the space of 7 minutes. Again, St. Mike's tried to battle back, scoring a second goal, but with a Joe Duke header in the 73rd minute, the Saints' victory was all wrapped up. Final score, St. Andrews 5, St. Michael's 2. Now, let's turn it over to Jack Thompson with the first volleyball highlights.
Thanks, Liam. And into the Bedard Gym, your varsity volleyball Saints took on St. Mike's once again for a tight matchup that went the distance. The first 2 sets tied up tightly at 2 with stellar plays by grade 11's Michael Sim and Hank Hyden. Into the final set, St. Mike's led 14-13 late in the game. Your Saints battled back, earning 2 points plus a clutch block by Matthew Abramowitz, winning it 16-15 in dramatic fashion. Now to Noah Savage for the first football highlights.
Thanks, Jack. Heading over to Ewell Field, your varsity Saints took on the St. Mike's Kerry Blues.
Pipes and drums! By the side of...
Leading the squad, number 1 player in Canada, Ioanni Mikolos, and head prefect, Malcolm Osgarden.
Just come outside for the night. Take your time.
In the red zone, wide receiver Felix Auger in motion. Catches the ball in the flat and runs in for a Saints touchdown. Late in the second, St. Mike's punches in a QB sneak at the goal line. They also tacked on a field goal to make the score 9-6 at the half. In the second half, Gabe Cabelli makes a great catch at the back of the end zone. St. Mike strings together a good drive in the fourth and gets a touchdown off the pitch to the running back. Down by 3, with seconds left in the game, Spencer Haslett fires a field goal through the uprights to send it to OT. Now in OT, St. Mike's can't get in the end zone as linebacker Malcolm Osgarden makes a clutch tackle to stop the first down. After a great run into the red zone by Felix Auger, Dylan Kress punches in the QB sneak for the Saints' victory. Huge shout out to the Pep Band, who kept the Saints' morale high all game. And now, back to Will Collis at the anchor desk.
September 30th marked Canada's National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, and St. Andrews students engaged in several activities and events in the week leading up to this important day, including assembly on Monday and powerful guest speaker and Mohawk Indigenous educator Joyce Jonathan Crone in chapel on Tuesday. We also had information and art displays in the gallery, paying tribute to children lost to Canada's Indian residential school system. Students discussed this legacy at advisory on Thursday and were invited to wear orange t-shirts on Friday to show support for truth and reconciliation. SAC today would like to turn our attention to the Six Nations of the Grand Community, where our guest speaker, Ms. Crone, grew up and where so many Haudenosaunee or Iroquois people now call home. Many of their ancestors originally inhabited this area where St. Andrews College is located today. In the art studio, the SAC Visual Arts Network have been working on a totem pole restoration project. The pole was originally carved by Six Nations artist Harlan Skye, who passed away several years ago. His cousin, Raymond Skye, who is also an artist, provided updated designs and consulted on the restoration. To cap off our spotlight on Six Nations, we remember legendary musician Robbie Robertson, another proud Mohawk member from that community.
Oh, it's not like it used to be.
Indigenous Canadian musician Robbie Robertson passed away on August 9th, 2023. He was a guitarist and songwriter for the legendary music group The Band. Inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and ranked 59th in Rolling Stone magazine's list of 100 greatest guitarists, Robertson's contribution to music has been invaluable. Together with the band, he created the Americana music genre. Robertson also scored in numerous movies including Martin Scorsese's The Wolf of Wall Street and The Irishman. As a Mohawk from Six Nations of the Grand River, much of Robertson's music touched on history connected to his life and community. Robertson wrote and produced a mixed style of rock, folk, and electronic music. He dove deep into Indigenous traditions and depicted connections with nature, reflecting his Mohawk identity. A global icon of Americana, Canadian, and Indigenous music history, Robbie Robertson lives on through his music. For SAC Today, I'm Will Collis. Thank you for watching.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the third period of a tight Saints and Victory Honda hockey game. Late goal by the Saints there to bring them up 3-2. It was tied 2-2 heading into the last couple minutes of the third period, but the Saints able to pull away with the lead. Noah, what do you notice about this game so far, and what kind of direction do you think it's moving in?
Yeah, Jack, I think the game's been fairly predictable. From what we noticed, I think the Saints definitely won the first period, and we mentioned how Victory Honda would have to adjust that breakout, and in the second period it looks like they did, and they tallied back with a couple goals of their own, and the Saints are fortunate enough to get another one to take the lead, but unfortunately they're going to be starting the period shorthanded, so let's see how they can handle that.
And without one of their best guys as well, it's important to mention that the guy in the box is Dean Letourneau. So obviously not what you want to see. Already killed off 20 seconds. But out comes Arsenault and Lane for the forwards, and Delelche and Turner as the defensemen. Draw one to the side of Aiden Lane, who's going to try to send that one down into the Victory Honda zone, and that's what's going to happen. As Jonah Little plays that puck back to his defenseman. Here comes the breakout for Victory Honda. Tight on him is Aiden Lane, but 2-on-1 here for Victory Honda. The pass across goes a bit wide of the intended player and out in the neutral zone. Puck for Aiden Lane here. He's going to try to chip it in, but doesn't go past the defender. And little regroup here for Victory Honda as Saints might look to change. Just not enough time there. Palmer carrying the puck in the zone for Honda. Quick shot on net and a nice save by Frasca. Second chance there. Couldn't get a second stick on it. Victory Honda. Meredith, who set up that nice tying 2-2 goal. Passed it across to Schaefer, who gets a nice shot on net. And some pressure here from Victory Honda as they're getting a little bit of time and space with the puck, but beautiful play there by Aiden Lane to allow his teammates to change.
Yeah, that was a good chance there by Victory Honda out in front.
And tons of pressure coming, of course, on the Honda power play, coming from the top levels. They're going to bring this one in. Just about 30 seconds left in this power play for Victory Honda. And Prudhomme able to push that one in the neutral zone. So maybe one last swing of things as Meredith brings the puck back. Trying to break out here is Victory Honda with Kieran Dervin tightly on him. Puck played out for Prudhomme, but possession is going to go Honda's way. In behind the Saints net. Scooped up by Dervin. He's going to take this one out himself, and even chance for the Saints as Letourneau's out on the ice on the far side now. But that one shot deflected up above the goalie and into the mesh, so whistle here.
Prudhomme trying to start something after the whistle there to see if they can get Victory Honda, and it looks like that's Kieran Dervin also after the whistle. See if they can get Victory Honda to react and get on a power play here. It doesn't seem to work for them.
We're bringing out line one here. Letourneau back out on the ice for the Saints. And puck run around nicely for the Honda winger. He's going to look to the center ice. Puck nicely touched by Turner, but a feed out in front for Honda, who's got a chance. That one off a stick. Still had to be stopped by Frasca, though. These past couple minutes, including the power play, have been pretty well in favor of Honda as the Saints really kind of struggling to get some offensive chances. Chiavetti trying to change that, finds Letourneau out in front. He just can't get a good stick on it. Back out for Honda into Saints territory. Gilmore, who's had a really good game so far, able to get that one up to Chiavetti, who just touches it to Letourneau. Letourneau using his body, able to get that one to Chiavetti. And just, sorry, that was good looking for Chiavetti, but that one just missed by a couple feet, and in come Honda, and a 3-on-1, and they put that one in the back of the net. A beautiful shot there from Landon Poe, the defenseman. And he was wide open right in the slot.
Yeah, Landon Poe's been all over the ice tonight. Seems like he's always up joining the rush, which is what you look for from some of your defensemen from time to time. And Saints kind of got caught in their own end there, and Victory Honda capitalized and ties up the game. So let's see how St. Andrews is going to clap back here as they have Nick Ferrante taking the draw here alongside Hayden Williams and Luke Warner.
Well, we talked earlier, Noah, about odd man rushes and how they can make or break this game for either team. And there the odd man rush goes in favor of Honda. Luke Warner knocked down in the neutral zone. The Saints kind of looking for a call there, so definitely getting physical is Victory Honda and pushing their sticks around, cross-checking. They're playing tightly on the Saints now, whereas I think in the first period they were giving the Saints a lot of space. As Chestnut tries to walk in, but poke check by Ferrante, and played back behind the net for Delelche. Delelche across. That was a nice pass for Warner, but unable to get a full stick on that. Williams trying to tuck that through the legs of Scorzia. Warner again knocked down without the puck near him. And here he is battling in the neutral zone. Ferrante able to chip that one in.
Yeah, Warner got knocked down a couple times on the boards there.
Yeah, a bit behind the play, so I think he was kind of looking for a call both those times. Didn't seem to get it. Saints though. There's Turner. He finds Aiden Lane, the Harvard commit. Stopped up though. Meredith finds Palmer in a 2-on-1 here for Victory Honda. All that's back is Oscar Wu in that one. Wu able to get a stick on that shot. That's up and out of play, and Paolo thanks his defenseman.
Yeah, Wu's been great today. I mean, he's been, as we mentioned, there's only 5 defense on the depth chart today, and Wu's really stepped up. He's been getting a lot of ice time tonight, and there's an example of a play where Wu gets back and makes a play and helps out his goalie.
Yeah, these defensemen have looked really solid, especially offensively for the Saints tonight. As Connor Arsenault has space in his own zone, and what a breakout pass from Michael Deck, who's crafty himself and finds Aiden Lane. Oh, that shot blocked just in front of the net, and a great chance for the Saints there. Puck stays in the corner. And that's Aiden Lane trying to battle for that one.
That was a great play out in front of the net. Michael Deck is just so crafty, and especially with his passes, and they almost got away with a shot on net there.
Michael Deck has just looked shifty all night. Even in those, tight moments just in front of the net where you don't really have much space like he just did, he's able to find the trailer in Aiden Lane.
Yeah, and the Saints aren't afraid. I've noticed whenever they go first man in, they'll usually curl back and then look for the F2 there to try and get a shot off, or look cross ice to F3, and that's worked fairly well for them tonight, and Deck made a great play there.
So face off one back for Rourke Gilmore behind his net, and he's going to find his partner Delelche, who takes the hit to make a play. And Gilmore jumps up in the rush. Sinclair was driving through the middle, and Gilmore tried to cut with him, unable to do so. And all the way down, no icing into the Saints zone. Delelche just playing purely the body there. There was not any essence of him playing the puck at all. No call though, as the refs have kind of taken a step back, I think, here, and just kind of let the guys play in this third period so far.
Jack, I think that was just a great defensive play there.
Sinclair with the interception right at the offensive blue line. Puts that one behind the net for Dervin. Finds Prudhomme at the other side. Just pushed back out by Victory Honda, but Prudhomme fighting back. And an offside there for Victory Honda.
Yeah, Jack, as I mentioned, there was just some great plays out there in the neutral zone. And then again, we talk about physicality in the third period here, and both teams are sort of going at each other, which is what you'd expect in a 3-3 game.
Yep, it's only getting tighter as we go on. Bringing out the first line though again is the Saints. And Chiavetti has just looked special tonight, Noah. Like, it's been really kind of crazy watching what he's been doing. I mean, it seems like every battle he just wins, and he's able to make a play out of it. So great game from him so far, and this first line has looked really good.
Yeah, and just their passing's been so crisp tonight. You can definitely tell about the line chemistry. A few games into the season.
Here it is, the feed out from Chiavetti to Letourneau there.
There you go, Exhibit A.
Just as we were talking about that duo and that trio, pardon me, of that this amazing first line has produced so much of the offense for the Saints this year so far. Nice move, a little cut by Letourneau, but loses the puck there. And chipped to the other side into the Saints zone by Woodstock. Played up to Good by Oliver Turner. Good looks to the middle, trying to find Chiavetti. but just mistimed a bit. And Chiavetti and Letourneau are going to head off, and out comes the fourth line of Warner, Ferrante, and Hayden Williams. That one sent down for icing, so the face-off in the Saints zone here with just about 13 minutes left in the third period. Tied 3-3.
Yeah, and they're going to toss their fourth line back on here, which I think is, they've been extremely productive today. They haven't really capitalized on some of their opportunities goal-wise, but the opportunities are there, and I wouldn't be surprised if they put one in the back of the net.
And I think you know what you look for right now is less of a risk-taking approach from a lot of these guys and more of a conservative, you know, smart decision-making process, and that's what I've seen so far from this line. Nice way to enter the zone. Fed back for Gilmore. Gilmore looking for the shot. Warner with a second chance out in front and just trying to put that one in the top of the net. Can't do it. Almost held in by Turner, but able to keep possession. Warner taking his time. Sees Gilmore through a couple bodies. That one, though, going for icing.
Oh, and they're getting a little physical. It seems to be Gilmore and player on Victory Honda. That's getting separated.
And Gilmore never really afraid to go at someone.
Oh, that's a big body.
Gilmore could throw the weight around, I'll tell you that.
I agree.
So the captain having a couple words with the ref. I don't think the Saints have necessarily been happy with the calling tonight. However, I don't think it's necessarily been biased either way. I just think that it's been kind of light. Like they haven't really been calling too much.
Totally agree there. So the Saints are just going to have to battle this out.
One forward by Honda, but quickly sent out to the wing for Aiden Lane. Saints have four here. Aiden Lane dragging and shooting, but a free chance on the outside. That was Kieran Dervin who almost netted that one. Oh, pardon me, that was Michael Deck.
And what a save by Jonah Little. Wow, he got over quick. I thought that was for sure a goal.
Lead pass for Aiden Lane and a shot straight in the chest of Jonah Little. And Arsenault not backing down now. Right in front of the net, a little bit of a scrum there. And having me pushed away. Staying out there though.
Another great chance there, and those are two great saves by Jonah Little. The first one, I thought that was for sure going in. A beautiful pass back door, and he got his pad right over there. That was a very impressive save. And then at the end there, I believe that was Aiden Lane who tried to get a shot off, and that was just another great save.
So pinch there from Del Alce, just lifts the stick and lets that one go for his partner. So pretty smart play. Chance though, almost for Victory Honda out in front. Nothing there though. Shot high from the defenseman. Up and over the net. And a little bit of offensive time that we haven't seen in the last little bit from Victory Honda. The Saints though just gonna ice this one down and look to change their defensive pairing. So out comes Oscar Wu and Oliver Turner. Oscar obviously has looked super good tonight offensively, and he's been able to make a couple big defensive plays too to stop a couple goals. So great game from him so far.
Yeah, Jack, I've been very impressed with the St. Andrews College defense. I mean, they're sort of cycling around their pairings, playing with everyone, and they've been great so far.
Yeah, and their ability to move the puck has really impressed me as well, and they're finding passes all the way down the ice, 50, 60 feet. So that's all you can really ask for from a defenseman. Play up for Kieran Dervin, who's making a nice couple moves, and out to Luke Sinclair. Had a really good chance there, and a beautiful quick release. Just goes high. Out on the left side, Prudhomme looking for the shot. Hard wrister, just goes up and over. Played back though, down behind the net, and Sinclair on him tightly. Out to the neutral zone. That's Prudhomme, makes a nice move and just waiting for Sinclair to get back on side. Doesn't have quite enough time. And a stretch pass attempt picked up by Dervin. Here's Dervin and Prudhomme, along with Chiavetti in that puck. Almost got to Chiavetti quick enough for him to make a play there. He's gonna spin though, fall on his feet and still find a way to try to get that puck to Prudhomme. Steals it back though. And a nice little sequence of plays from the Saints. Sent down icing. One of the refs called it off, but the whistle still blew.
Yeah, that was a kind of funny play over at the blue line, trying to stay on side there. But the Saints have done a great job tonight.
So we'll see where this face-off goes, because one of the refs called that puck was tipped, but then the face-off still went. So yeah, the draw is going to be at center ice. So Meredith on the left wing looked really sharp tonight, especially on the power play. But unable to produce anything so far for him 5-on-5, as Jack Good looks all the way across for Chivetti, who has a nice shot and puts that one blocker side. Jonah Little, pardon me, able to slide across and make that play.
Yeah, and I think the Saints have had almost complete control of the neutral zone. It's whenever they're up the boards, especially moving it throughout the neutral zone, they're not afraid to bring it all the way across the ice, and they've had great success doing that tonight.
Chance out front for Jack Good, trying to roof that one again. And the Saints, last 10 minutes, start of this third period, have had a lot of chances and a lot of opportunities. Just haven't been able to put one in the back of the net. So running down to almost exactly the last 10 minutes of this third period here, and we're still tied at 3-3 with a chance for Letourneau and his long stick, but just scooped up into the Saints zone, looking center ice. Letourneau on the wing, trying to find Jack Good. He's got some speed. Icing called off though. Tried to be rung around the boards, but a bit of a fan. And Jack Good makes a nice play to find Letourneau. Letourneau absolutely snipes that one. Wow, what a play from Jack Good on the ice, on his stomach, able to swing that one straight around for Letourneau, who just does not make a mistake there. Puts it in the absolute perfect spot.
Jack, I'd like to think of a solution to stop Dean Letourneau, but I'm coming up blank.
This line in general, there's no solution. I mean, holy cow, each one of them are having their own specific moments in this game. And I mean, talk about that shot from Letourneau all you want. It was beautiful, but that goal doesn't happen without Jack Good making that
100%.
play.
Totally agree.
So the Saints back up here late, or getting later, pardon me, into the third period. As out comes the fourth line again, who's obviously had some pressure. And Dana Williams trying to tell the ref where the face-off should be. But Manning agrees with him as well. But that one gonna drop back to the Saints zone. So Paolo Frasca looked really sharp so far in this third period, and in general, this whole game, a lot of the goals have been tough. Besides that first one to stop, and you can't really blame him for any of them at all. So solid from him, and a great performance as well from Jonah Little. You can't say that he's not playing very well. He's made some great stops. At times when, you know, I looked at you and I thought there's no way that the puck doesn't go in the back of the net.
Yeah, some great goaltending on both ends.
Face off, one back, and a quick slap shot blocked by Hayden Williams in the wrist. And he's looking to be in a lot of pain. He's going to get off the ice right now. Wow, that was a really hard slap shot straight to an area where you don't really have much padding, and he just walked straight off the ice. So
yeah, Jack, that didn't look good at all. We hope he's okay there.
Yeah, you gotta hope the best for Willie there, and
kind of a weird spot to block a shot.
Terrible. That's like the last place you want to block a shot, really, when you look at it. Unless it's like the neck.
Yeah, the neck might be a little worse.
That's just, it looked to hit him in one of those areas where you just don't have a lot of padding, but there he is, tough guy, he's back out there.
Yeah, getting a couple fist bumps from his teammates. Yeah. That's how it is with shot blocks. Kind of stings a little bit right when you get hit. Have trouble getting off the ice, especially when it's in the ankle area, but after, you know, a minute, you kind of realize it's not that bad. So
I'd say a lot of the time, you know, blocking a shot is sometimes can rile up the team even more than a fight or a scrum or even a goal. Like
For sure.
Just, when you're willing to put your body on the line like that, it means a lot to the team. So.
For sure, especially when you're only up by one in a tight game here. It could be anyone's game. You got to be blocking shots, and that's exactly what Hayden Williams did there. So his teammates will definitely appreciate that.
And yeah, for a guy with a non-permanent roster spot, definitely making his case tonight.
Yeah, he's been great, and that whole line in general has been amazing. Like I had mentioned, with their production, their opportunities, and they just haven't quite been able to put one in the back of the net, but they've definitely been great tonight.
Tied up in their own zone. Gilmore, though, grabs that one. He's going to take this one himself. Finds Aiden Lane. Aiden Lane looks back across. Taken down, though, without even touching the puck is Gilmore, and he's slow to get up. Looking for the interference, and now a 2-on-1. So this one. Oh, what a save by Paolo Frasca with the butt end of the stick to slide over and just kind of throw it at it. He's got no stick right now, though, and Victory Honda still has possession, so the Saints really got to get this one out.
That was nothing short of very impressive. That was insane.
Wow, what a stop.
In these tight games, your goaltender's got to be sharp and come up with saves, and Frasca's done just that.
So knocked on his butt. His Arsenault just does not like that at all, but the ref's really not calling anything at all this third period, so people are just kind of going at each other at this point. It's getting mad out there.
That was definitely a little late. Maybe some charging. He doesn't care.
Ref wasn't looking. He got his back turned. Nice play by Kieran Durbin. Kind of just run through the guy instead of making a play there, but Prudhomme tries to dodge the hit and taken down super awkwardly on his hip, and he's in a lot of pain. That was a really weird hit and a weird way to fall, and Prudhomme does not look good.
Yeah, Jack.
His body kind of twisted in some way against the boards there, and you can kind of see does not look good.
No, he fell really awkwardly there.
I think kind of the lower half of his body was pinned up against the boards.
Yeah.
While the upper half fell. So you can only hope that he's gonna be okay there. And his teammates obviously a bunch of concern.
Yeah, Jack, and it's just one of those games. You know, the refs are either calling penalties or they're not, and the refs weren't calling much there. So people are getting a little more aggressive.
It's getting out of control, and I think the refs really need to get this under lock, or else more players are going to keep getting injured.
Yeah.
And there they are having a little discussion. Prudhomme able to get up on his own 2 feet.
Looks like lower body. Yeah, he's having some trouble skating there. Might be his left side.
So you absolutely hate to see that, especially with such little time left in the game. And just a kind of a late hit there and unnecessary. Both sides are doing it. It's not just Victory Honda, but there it causes an injury. So you kind of got to look to the refs and say, this got to tighten up a little bit. We're having players injured now. You can understand when you want to let penalties go here and there, but this is where you kind of draw the line when players are charging at each other that late.
Yeah.
Prudhomme, though, is walked to the dressing room there, so that's a positive sign.
Yeah, and Jack, you mentioned a player like Jared McNeil who's gone for a good amount of time there, and the injuries really kill a team. Not just the morale, but even just the on-ice efforts, and it's never good to see one of your teammates down in that kind of pain. So we hope he's okay.
So a conversation there that happened with Arsenault and Mr. Manning, the head coach of the Saints, trying to talk to the ref, but the ref sort of ignoring him here as kind of a weird end to this third period, and players are falling all over the place. I mean, things are getting dangerous. You definitely don't really want to see the way these players are hitting each other right now. That was a clean one from Delauche, the first one I think we've seen in a little bit.
I will tell you though, Jack, my U18A games do get pretty vicious. Unfortunately, we don't possess the skill some of these players have. Oh, and huge hit by Letourneau.
Frasca, though, staying locked in, and I mean, you're just kind of waiting for a call here. I mean, it's been well over a period since we've had one.
And Jack, if I were on the boards and I were to look up and I were to see Letourneau coming my way, I think I might be a little scared too.
You're moving out of the way of the freight train.
Oh yeah.
Or else you're gonna get flat Stanley'd against the boards.
Yeah.
Important draw here for the captain, Connor Arsenault. He's gonna win that one forward, but Meredith gonna grab that and send it into the other side.
Yeah, and Jack Meredith on Victory Honda has been great today. We've been mentioning his name a lot. He's been all over the ice, whether it's even strength, penalty kill, power play, he's everywhere.
Yeah, I thought his power play was just the way he was kind of manning the blue line there, especially as a winger. He's a winger. It was really impressive.
Yeah, and Arsenault's just going to give it to him there with a cross check to the back, and he's a little shooken up from that. Arsenault's going to let him have it after too.
Again, the no call there is Arsenault is just going to be able to walk away from that with no repercussions. So very loose so far. So just about 6 minutes left in the game here. Saints still up 4-3. This game though getting very rough. We're seeing a lot of late hits and stuff behind the play. Here's Arsenault moving in, looking for the winger who just pushed up ahead there. Across the ice comes Victory Honda, looking for the drop back, tied up though by Oscar Wu. He's gonna find Connor Arsenault with a bit of space and able to tap that one out of the air. Swings it in front, and a chance for Michael Deck, but not able to put that in. Deck still working at it though behind the net. That puck gonna be called off for icing, so Paolo Frasca gonna cover that one up.
Yeah, there's some great plays all over, but as you mentioned, game's getting a little chippy, which is what you'd expect. It's 4-3 and getting near the end of the third period, so we'll see where that goes from here, but the Saints got to be careful. It would really hurt them if they went down a man in the sort of diamonds of the game here.
Yeah, and your coach, sorry, it's Prudhomme back on the ice. Holy cow, and after what looked like a scary fall, we're glad to see him back out there. So play back for Castle. Across to Gilmore. Gilmore finds Prudhomme. He finds Kieran Durbin. Durbin. And he's just grabbed by the face mask and pulled to the ice and throwing the flag 15 yards. That's ridiculous. I mean, this is like kind of madness at this point, and the refs have just let it get here, so I don't know what they expected would happen, but there was bound to be a play like that coming soon.
Yeah, that's going to hurt Victory Honda. Usually when the game's this close, you kind of want to be borderline with it, but that was just violence.
That was literally just violence. I mean, that would be a penalty in football.
Yeah, not sure what the expected outcome there was, but the Saints will gladly take it as no one gets injured off there, and they get a power play.
So a little bit of pressure taken off the Saints, and going to try to go up 2 here and really, you know, maybe able to take the foot off the gas at the end of the game. I think the Saints, though, going to call a timeout here and draw up a play. So on the ice right now, we've got Good, Letourneau, and Aiden Lane, along with Chiavetti and Gilmore, and this power play's looked really special so far. See Prudhomme doing a couple strides, just seeing how it's feeling. So I wasn't sure if it was it looks like he's working on his knees right now to see how they're feeling, or maybe his ankles, but to me what it looked like was kind of a hip injury, the way he twisted. Kind of see how things goes. This timeout's running out. Offensive zone draw for the Saints.
Yeah, and that was a crucial mistake by Victory Honda as they were trying to climb back into this game with an equalizer, but they sort of hurt themselves a little bit going down a man. So we'll see what they can do. Try and get into the Saints' end and maybe tie it up.
And Victory Honda kind of shot themselves in the foot here at the end of the game, and we'll see if that comes back to bite them.
Oh, and there's some tensions over on the left wing.
Played back for Chiavetti, who finds Letourneau. Back up to Chiavetti, to Gilmore. Across for Letourneau. Letourneau to Good, and that net was wide open, but a hard pass. Good just wasn't able to get a full stick on it, and played out to Jonah Little out in front. He was going to cover that one up.
Yeah, Jack, that was definitely the play they drew up on the board there. That was textbook tic-tac-toe, and he just couldn't come up with it. But that was a great play, as Good was on his own there, back door, but just got away from him. I think it went off the heel of his stick, but that was a great play.
And this power play scheme really able to work the puck less of north and south, but more of east and west, and really able to draw defenders out one way, and then as we saw, swing it straight to the other and get a quick shot. So here's Rourke Gilmore sending it down in the corner for Jack Good. Jack Good walking in and drop it again for Rourke Gilmore. Rory up top for Tyler Chiavetti. He finds Letourneau. Letourneau back across to Gilmore, down low. Good, off the net. Aiden Lane taken down, but no call there. Out comes Victory Honda with a bunch of white bodies around him. Sending the Saints zone, and a chance for Letourneau as he's gonna take his time working against Meredith there, but off a skate was his pass. Picked up though by Connor Arsenault, who quickly finds Tyler Chiavetti. Moving on the right wing, he's gonna stop up, take a second, and look across the ice for two open Saints. That's Kieran Dervin. Down to Good, out in front, chance for Connor Arsenault, and wow. Able to bring the pad and the glove over was Jonah Little, and a great stop.
Yeah, Arsenault's gotta be careful here. You would not want to take a penalty here.
And if you're the Saints, the last thing you want to see is a retaliation call. I think though, kind of as captain, Arsenault is it's kind of his job to talk to that and make sure things are going smoothly. So offensive zone draw here for the Saints. 40 seconds left in the power play, as that's one back to Del Elche, who finds Dervin. Back up to Del Elche. Down to Dervin. Dervin goes deep for the captain. Oh, a little give and go there as Dervin tries to find some space. This Victory Honda defenseman, though, really with nowhere to go. Cross ice is Castle for Dervin, who had a chance to shoot that one, but not able to get anything smooth off.
Yes. They've had some good opportunities. I think that was a fairly successful power play. They got about 15 seconds left, but they've been cycling it well, moving the puck well. So let's see what they can get going here.
And I don't think this is really a power play that you can get upset about not scoring in, because they've had a lot of good chances and been able to move the puck extremely well throughout all of this. And Jonah Little's really stood on his head for this last 2 minutes or so. Even strength here. And swung up for Castle. He gets a stick on that, and that one called off. Up though to Michael Deck with a crafty little play to Dervin. Dervin chips it by his guy, and he's got Connor Arsenault on the far side. Brings it to his backhand and brings it out towards the slot. Tucks it into the other corner. And the goal scorer from earlier, that's Landon Poe, sends it down for icing. Standing at 6'6", 190.
Yeah, he's a big guy. Yeah, not a bad power play at all. As we mentioned, they moved the puck well. There's about 2 minutes left in the game, up by 1. See what they can do.
One back by Letourneau to Oscar Wu. Out comes obviously the first line for the Saints. Played up for Palmer. Palmer looked good for Victory Honda so far this game. Another pass out in front and a big rebound. Just bounces over the stick. Some pressure on the Saints here. Has played out in front. Almost a shot for Palmer. Played out though for Tyler Chiavetti. Chiavetti spinning, looking for Jack Good. Good only able to tie up one of the guys, but a loose puck there as Letourneau almost splits the defenseman deep and makes a play.
Saints know they can kill some time here, trying to run down the clock.
So Jack Good gonna look for the flip pass, and a great way to dump it in for the Saints as that one slowly trickles into the right corner. Breaking out is Victory Honda. Down by a goal here, just about a minute left in the third period. Swung around the net, Paolo gonna play this. Finds the defenseman, Oscar Wu. That one gonna make its way out of the blue line. Meredith though picks it up, puts in the zone for Carlson. Stopped up and sent across to Michael Deck. Michael Deck looking for anything he can get, and he's just gonna shoot that one in net and let Jonah Little cover that up.
Yeah, Jack, there's a minute left here. The Saints are gonna do all they can to keep the puck in Victory Honda's zone here. The last thing they want is Victory Honda getting any more chances on their goalie here. So the Saints are going to be a little aggressive here to keep the puck in.
So off the draw, Deck is taken down. And, I mean, complete absence of the referees, it seems like, in the third period. I think, you know, there's a fine line between leaving a couple calls out there and letting too much go. And I think, there's been a lot let go in this third period. Played down in the Saints zone. Behind the net, just about 30 seconds left. And Castle on top of that puck. Kind of pissed off at that other player. Arcee giving him one last tap. 25 seconds left, and that's a bit risky. But
yeah, very.
I don't think Connor really cares.
No. And I think the players understand this. I think they've played their fair share of hockey to know that when the refs whistles are away, they're away. Yeah. So I think both teams understand that.
So Jonah Little staying on the bench, looking a bit disappointed in his performance tonight, but if you're him, you can't really be too upset. Face off, one. Back behind the net is Victory Honda. Almost cleared out, but just kept along the line. About 10 seconds left and a shot. Stopped up by Frasca and able to cover that one up. So 11.4 seconds left in the clock and probably about two more chances for Victory Honda to tie this game here. So we're going to put Meredith on the draw. He's going to win that one. Up to the point. Schaefer, high shot, misses the net. Spun out in front. Couple chances. Saints all kind of crashing in on the net and brought out by Dean Letourneau. So a huge win for the Saints. Victory Honda with some resiliency, but the Saints were able to ultimately overcome them.
Yeah, overall, great game by the Saints. Maybe the score was a little closer than they had originally anticipated, but overall a great effort from not only the goaltending by Frasca, but their offense, their breakout, and just about anything. So we're back tomorrow at noon when they take on Victory Honda again.
All right, I'm Jack Thompson, and
I'm Noah Savage.
Thank you guys for watching.